She kept your baby blanket folded in a drawer, whispered to the silence like you'd walk back through the door. Every birthday candle, every prayer she tried to send, she held on to a promise that the story didn't end. They said time would heal it, but time just made it clear a mother's love don't weaken, it just waits year after year. 18 years of dreaming, 18 years of tears, 18 years of talking to a ghost that felt so near. But today the world stopped turning when she saw your face again. Two hearts that were divided finally beating as one again. You grew up with questions no one ever could explain. She grew up with memories that cut deeper than the pain. And standing there beside her, shy but full of life, your little brother watched you like a hero in his sight. No judge, no paper, no distance in between could ever break the bond that lives in blood and in the unseen. 18 years of waiting, 18 years of tears, 18 years of hope, and she could hold you through the fear. And today the world stopped turning when you said her name again. Two hearts that were divided find the bleed and as low again. He's only 11, but he's prayed in his own way, asking why his mama cried on quiet nights she'd break. Now he's holding your hand like he's known you all along. Three voices finding harmony in one returning song. 18 years of waiting, 18 years apart, 18 years of loving you with half a broken heart. But now the sun is rising on a brand new life ahead. A mother, daughter, and her brother finally finding home
Like I said, I wrote both of these for her, and I didn't know which one I liked the best.
She kept your baby blanket folded in a drawer, whispered to the silence like you'd walk back through the door. Every birthday candle, every prayer she tried to send.
Girl, if I was to tell you my story, maybe you would understand why I'm on YouTube. The man and the mother that raised my daughter wasn't even her own father. He was my ex-husband's mom and brother. My ex-husband stabbed me twice in California and left me for dead, as his mom and his brother stole my daughter. I have kept mine and Nicholas's name the same as hers. Yes, ma'am. You heard me correctly, and there's no reason to be sorry. It's time for me to heal, and I get to do it with my daughter. Now, I best not be flicking my lighter or I'll get yelled at by Ed. But yeah, Lisa. And her dad was a piece of shit. Excuse my language, YouTube. He wouldn't even get looked for whenever I contacted him and asked him to. He's like, she knows them, she don't know me. It was a cigarette, Lisa. I wasn't doing anything illegal. We'll put it that way. Would you rather hear my cigarette or would you rather me be sitting here drinking? You know, and tonight is one of those nights that it's been such a hard week. She found us on found Nicholas on Tuesday. By Wednesday, she was messaging me. Last night, she was on the phone with me. So, Brenda died in October. And Kevin just asked her, just wait until you're 18. When you turn 18, then you can reach out to her. Hey, Mark, how are you, hon? Thought you were running away from the internet. And then I found out that her dad abused her. Him and his new wife. I think Missouri's even legal, isn't it? Well, at least for medical use. Yeah. And everyone needs to be happy that the truck won't get me to Oklahoma City and the boyfriend doesn't know all of it. Because I'm afraid the boyfriend will kill her. Or not kill her, but kill him. See, I wish Oklahoma would go recreational. But I knew that because that's where my friend Doodle's from, is Missouri. But I am actually going to smoke a cigarette as we wait for Mr. Ed. What time is it? I come on early. Yeah, he's got 6 more minutes before it's even 7. Hey, baby, how are ya? I'm doing good, act right. I won't play the sad song ever again in front of you. You ran away from me and Connie yesterday. I talked to her last night, act right. She couldn't quit looking at me. I couldn't quit looking at her because we did FaceTime, and for the whole 3 hours we were on the phone together, I felt whole again. It went great. He left poor Connie in there to hold the bag. Yep, 3 hours. And we talked about everything and anything. I asked her if she had any questions for me other than what I had for her. You know, it was amazing. Hello, Miss Suzette. How are you, ma'am? I came live early because I wanted to play the song again, which Act Right's in here, so I won't do it to her. I did it enough yesterday to her. As I told her, I'm finally whole. I finally, that spot that was empty, there's something there now. And I'm going to start crying again, and Ed's going to come in. He's going to be wondering why I sound weird. I mean, so I get it. But I want to put the song with a video of photos of her whenever she was a baby and the ones I've got today. Or as of late. And I need to get some more of Nicholas on this phone. Now I gotta find someone who can help me put the photo or the video together. I'm hoping Spin City News can help me. Yeah, I know. And he told me one time that, don't go looking for them. It never ends well, but it sounds like me and you both have success stories. And he has a success story being on the other side of it. Our friend Connie was adopted as well, and she said she wished that she would look for her birth mom. her birth mom would look for her. Yes, that's right. They've all been happy tears past couple of days. And there he is, speaking of the devil.
Anybody seen D around here?
No, has anyone seen Ed?
You don't want to see Ed. You don't want to see Ed.
My daughter found me.
Yeah, we didn't have a chance to talk about that, D. Do you want to do that now?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of told everyone, I told Lisa and everyone, but I can go over it again.
Yeah, let's do it.
So, the man that I was with was not Aspen's dad. It was the man who stabbed me and left me for dead in California. Remember me and you talked about that early on, Ed?
Yeah, we did.
About missing cases, and a lot of times with women, it's an abuse situation.
Right.
At that point in time, my daughter was at his mom and his brother's. They would not let me see her. They wouldn't let, like, anytime I tried to even go around their house, they would call the cops on me. There was no adoption. There was no paper signed. Only thing they had was I had signed a waiver when I started truck driving with him that stated they could take her to the doctor, if I wasn't at home. Or if they needed to go enroll her in school, they could go do that. But, that was it. And they used that every single time I would come around. So she turned 18 on the 18th. And she said she had been looking. She wasn't, really digging, but she had been looking.
Mm-hmm.
And she found Nicholas, and then she found me.
Wow.
So when I tell her when I've had a child stolen from me and almost killed,
yeah,
it's a true story, guys. Hate to tell you.
Wow. So you two gonna meet or what?
She wants to get she keeps telling me she needs to get her driver's license. She wants to get a car so she can come over and meet me. And I'm like, I'm ready whenever you are.
Is she close?
She's an hour and a half away.
Okay. All right. Wow. Just out of the blue, huh?
Out of the blue.
Well, how long has it been?
Well, she was 3 whenever was the last time I saw her. She was 3 years old.
Oh my goodness.
And like I was telling Lisa said, she's on like the same side with me. She understands the whole, adopted parent, the parents that let the children be adopted or, be taken care of by somebody else. Where you're on the other side of that, where you've been adopted,
Right.
So it's very, very interesting dynamic we have.
So is she like a D junior or what?
She looks just like me.
Does she?
Like, I didn't realize how much Nicholas looked like my prototype until I was looking at her and Nicholas's photos side by side, and I was like, oh my God. One just has red hair and one has blonde hair. And of course, he's 11 and she's 18. But they look identical.
Wow. That's a great story, D. How long did you talk?
We talked through text on Tuesday evening. Wednesday evening, last night, she called me and we talked for 3 hours.
Oh, my.
Yeah. Like, we filled each other in on all of it. She told me, one point in time she wanted to be a teen mom, and I was like, oh, God, no. No. She goes, I don't want to be one now. She goes, I'll outgrow it. I was like, if she goes, no, that she's the one that having to take care of the ex's 2 sons that they did the same way. So he's known for this crud. Since the grandmother has passed away, she's been taking care of her 2 brothers. And she goes, I don't want the responsibility on my own. You know what I mean? She goes, as long as I'm taking care of, I'm helping Kevin and his husband, and that's it. She goes, she goes, after I get out of high school, I'm leaving. She goes, I'm just waiting for the day I graduate. I was like, wow, sis.
Wow. What a time, huh? Didn't see that coming.
Well, I went from the January 1st being a horrible day, my best friend's dad died, to now something amazing happened. And it's like I was telling Candace earlier today. Every year I pray on my dad's birthday. It's a special prayer, and I know that it sounds crazy, but I pray to him. It's my way to talk to him. And every year I've asked him, keep an eye out on Aspen. This year I didn't. His birthday was Sunday.
Wow. Okay. So she turned 18 when?
December the 18th.
December the 18th. Okay. I guess she must have been waiting, huh?
She said
you've been waiting to do that for a while.
Yeah. She told me that they told her all of her life that is the day she turned 18, she come find me.
Wow.
She goes, I've been waiting for this day.
All right. Okay. That's going to be something. How soon do you think that's going to happen, Dee?
I don't know, but I think whenever it does happen, like I said, she's wanting to come over this way to find, to see me. The convenience store I always go to, I talked to the owner. I was like, so if it happens, I would want her to meet me here. If that happens, make sure you have the camera ready. Because when I fall on the ground, they're all going to have proof that I passed out. All YouTube will get proof. So it's been the miracle, like I told Artica, I always told you, my story's not over yet.
2026 is starting off with a bang.
Yeah, it really took a change.
So what was your first? So how did that all happen? So she just texted you out of nowhere?
She started texting Nick on Facebook. And Nick and her were talking back and forth. And she asked about me and how could she find me. Well, he goes, well, Mom has a laptop that has her real Facebook on it. But if you want to get a hold of her immediately, the best account is her YouTube Facebook.
Yeah.
So she reached out through the YouTube Facebook. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go check on Nicholas, make sure he's doing what he needs to get done.
All right. I'll just hear her patiently.
You're not used to it. It's been a year. What? Okay. They're planning on it being held. I don't know. Okay. I am sorry about that.
And so she contacts you. Did you think it was a joke or what? Are you like confused or?
I immediately froze. I was like, Aspen, is that really you? And
her name is Aspen?
Yep.
Like the snow vacation place in Colorado?
Yes.
Did you name her that?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Well, think. You know my real name.
How looped were you when you did that, D?
Oh, would you like to know that my two
No,
sons are
that's a rhetorical question. I don't want to know.
there's Jesse Lee and
Aspen,
Casey
Aspen,
Lane,
Aspen.
and I
What's her
spelled
middle?
Casey.
Well, I don't know if we want to get into her full name. Aspen.
Yeah,
Okay. I mean, how many?
I can
How
give
many?
you her name without giving you her name. Her full name is Aspen Dawn Rain, and I'll leave that last name up to you to figure out.
All right. Okay. Wow. All right, flower girl.
Well, like I said, I have a Jesse Lee, a Casey Lane, a Nicholas Ryan,
Those are
Kelly.
pretty common. Nothing crazy there, but you had to go with Aspen.
Well, okay, she was the only girl ever.
Probably.
With that name, and I wanted to make, and I was like, I want a pretty name for a pretty little girl. And it's
Okay.
kind of like, Summer Wells's full name is Summer Rain or Summer Utah, Summer Moon, Utah. There we go.
Mm.
So, I mean, hers is just as odd.
Yeah, but there's a lot of Summers out there. There's a lot of women named Summer. Aspen, though. Why Aspen?
Because I wanted something unique. And I loved the area whenever we were in Colorado.
Okay.
Whenever we went to go visit, whenever I was a teenager, I fell in love with it up there. Now, the funny part is my best friend in Arizona, her daughter's name is Aspen too.
No.
Yes. And they're exactly 20 years age, or no, 15 years age difference between the two of them.
So, how did that happen?
Don't know. And I don't know how me and her became best friends. She's the one that, like, if someone's acting weird on YouTube, she's what I judge it off of.
There's more than one.
There's more than one Aspen in this world.
Okay, I didn't know that. Just wait. One day she's going to meet some guy named Colorado.
That would be hilarious because, leave it to my kids.
I know. Of course, I also think there's that, at least it's around here, but it's called, Aspen Dental. It's like a big dentistry conglomeration.
Aspen's also a tree.
That's right. Of course, Aspen, yes.
That's where I actually, other than loving the name and, loving Colorado, that's where I pulled it from. I was like, it's a tree. It's a town in Colorado. You can't go wrong with it.
What if she meets some guy with the last name Pine?
Oh, poor child.
Aspen Pine. I knew a woman in Las Vegas. Her real name was Candy Oranges.
Or she could meet a guy named Tree, last name Tree.
Yeah, Aspen Tree, yeah. All right. What a great story. Well, I mean, I realized you were kept from her all these years, but being that she wanted to contact you and you talked all that time, whoever was raising her must have done a decent job.
I will give Brenda the kudos where she deserves them, and that's what I told her yesterday.
Okay.
I was proud that Brenda got her to at least, halfway through adulthood before she passed away.
Wow.
And left her with, her gay uncle and his husband and the man that I was married to's two brothers. Yeah, like I told the girls earlier, he has a record with doing this to women.
Okay.
So I wasn't the only one.
Wow. All right, D. Things are happening for D already in 2026.
And the worst thing is the mother-in-law wanted me to go use all my good luck and go to the casino with her. I was like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Okay.
Tuesday during your live, that's what I was doing. I was texting back and forth with her.
All right. Right. Yeah, that must have been something.
It was made like,
gosh. Was it even in your head? I mean, you knew that she turned 18 in December. Was that even in your mind?
I was going to wait until this summer, and I had already started talking to a PI about helping me find her.
Oh, wow.
So I had already started the steps, just hadn't put anything down on it and hadn't made up my mind yet. You know, if I wanted to try to first look for her or, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
On my own. And then if that didn't pan out, going to the PI and going, look, I know she's able to be found. I just don't know what last name they have her under, to be honest. And then she was telling me last night that the name that she's under, I almost had a heart attack for. I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I reached out to her biological father, told him that, you know, I found her. And he was like, good. If she has any questions for me, tell her she knows that she can find me the same way she found you. I was like, no, because if she has any questions for you, I'm just going to tell her you don't exist. You know, you want to get an attitude with me. The polite thing would have been, that's great. Would you give her my number? Or that's great. She can find me on Facebook. You know, nope. Total attitude. And I was like, I'm not in the mood.
Mm-hmm.
Hunt and peck on those keys. So
great. It's a spectacular story. You know, I guess, you know, I have to admit, when my biological family found me in April of 1994, that's how long ago it's been, that I didn't quite have the same reaction. Of course, they aren't my, you know, my children, you know, my siblings really were the ones who did that. And I was much more leery than, of course, you were. It's, like I said, a different situation. And it took me a little while to adapt because, first of all, I didn't even know I had two brothers and a sister. I knew I was adopted. I knew I had two people out there somewhere who conceived me, but I didn't know I had any brothers and a sister. I certainly could not have anticipated that they would all be from the same people. You know, my brothers and my sister are all 100% biologically like me. So I was leery for a little bit. But like I said, a little bit of a different situation.
Thank you, Lisa. Yeah, Nicholas is the one that's like, he's leery of it. He told me, he goes, siblings can cause drama.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
how old is Nicholas now?
He's 11.
Yeah.
Telling me siblings can cause drama. Are we just all of a sudden decide that we didn't want siblings? Considering I know up to 2 years ago, you were asking me, was it possible for mommy to have another baby?
Ha!
So, little boy.
All right, Nicholas, be careful what you ask for.
No. No.
No, he has a sibling now. I mean, maybe.
Nope.
And he may end up meeting her sometime soon.
So. Yup. He asked for it. And now he's like, I don't want it. I found it, but I want it.
Sister. Oh, no.
Maybe he was wanting a brother instead of a sister. Because, see, he thinks that boys are more superior than women.
Well, that's nice.
And he's being raised by a woman. Think about this. But it's because of him playing video games and stuff. He thinks that boys are better at video gaming and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, just wait until your sister meets you. Just kick your butt on that game.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, well, maybe in a couple years he'll view women in a different way.
That's what Michael keeps telling me because he's 11.
Right. Right now, girls are ew, icky.
Yeah.
Okay.
My kids both asked me for a big brother. LOL. I probably told them that's not how it works.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that of that line in The Hunt for Red October, Alec Baldwin playing Jack Ryan, and he tells James Earl Jones, "Yeah, my daughter has asked me. She wants me to buy her a baby brother." He said, "Buy her and a baby brother," because she's little girl doesn't understand the birds and the bees yet.
Well, I mean, that could be possible if you live in
Well,
Mexico.
yeah, let's not go there. This was supposed to be in the movie. It was supposed to be a joke.
I know, and I'm kidding.
Yeah.
You know, I have a very warped sense of humor, but hey, buy a baby brother, okay? She's happy that she's got a baby brother that's younger than the other two.
Yeah. Did she know? Did she know anything about you besides your name?
The thing is, and I did it, and so did the aunt. She has an aunt that kept me in contact with how she was doing and stuff on the grandmother's side that raised her. So she might not have had contact with me, but I was able to keep an eye out throughout the years on how she was doing.
Okay.
I know that sounds horrible for me to have to do it that way, but it was one of those. I've tried 3 different times to come to see you, but every single time I get handed a restraining order by your grandmother. I don't need any more restraining orders.
Mm-hmm.
We're good.
Right.
So.
Well, you will have to let all of us know when this meeting happens.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it'll be filmed and it'll be everywhere. Especially if
others. So is she in high school or is she in college or what?
She is a senior in high school. She'll be graduating this year. She wants to go into the Navy, but she said that she thought she was too out of shape to do that. I was like, how you get in shape, right, sweetheart?
Yeah, they'll get you in shape. They'll do that.
That's what Michael's like. They'll get you in shape. And see, Nicholas wants to go into the Navy as well. And I was like, you two are both.
They'll get you in shape. Don't you worry about that.
Definitely your grandfather's kids. Grandkids, because they're both, my dad was Navy. He died whenever I was pregnant with Aspen. And all those years, we couldn't find his WF-214s. And we were always told that they didn't exist because they burned up in a fire. But funny thing was, they all of a sudden appeared whenever he passed away. He has a military headstone. We have the military flag and all. He even had the salute.
Wow.
So it was interesting how they showed up after, his kids were both grown, or all 3 grown, and we needed it. At least they did pay for the funeral, but it could have been helpful and may have prolonged his life if they would have stepped up and took medical care of him. So that, and me and Arctic were talking about that yesterday because they obviously were able to find it well enough to get that stuff for him. You have to have that to get that stuff. I was like, okay, didn't know this. Because if that was the case, anyone could go in and say, my dad's military, or my cousin was military or whatever.
Yeah.
He goes, so your dad was lied to. I was like, it sounds like it. Considering they found it. The funny thing is on his headstone, they misspelled his middle name.
Oh, no.
Yep. So
that's an expensive mistake. Headstones aren't cheap.
No. And so I told my mom I've always wanted, if I ever get out of the slump, I want to go have one made for my dad. He liked to hunt. And he used to also go night hunting for raccoons and stuff like that. And bobcats, because around here the hides go for a lot of money. So they used to call him the long-legged coon hunter. My dad was 6'5", so
wow, a big fella.
Yes, very big. Oh, my brother is 6'5.5".
What happened to you, D?
We don't know yet. Both of my sisters are tall. Well, taller. My shortest is the oldest, and she is 5'2.5". My little sister is 5'5.5". And I was a 4'11". Like, I quit growing at some point. My daughter, though, she was telling me that she's 5'3". I was like, well, that's good. You're probably going to be taller than your brother, but I'm not going to tell your brother that to his face. He's 11. He doesn't even hit my chin yet. Hello, Paula.
Yeah, he's gonna the hormones and everything are gonna kick in. You wait, D.
Well, my friend who was over here a while ago, Act Right. We won't say her last name because that's up on panel. She told me, she goes, that's how her son was he kept getting broader, like wider across the, that's what Nicholas is doing. He's getting broad. She goes, yep, he's going to shoot up about the age of 15, and he's going to exceed what you think he's going to be height-wise. I was like, I hope. I can always hope. So,
my brother Brian, he's like, we're about the same height, like 5'9". He was like 5'2" until he was like 16, 17 years old. And he had a huge growth spurt right around 17, 18. Me, I've been the same height since 9th grade. So it just depends.
See, and I want to say since the 9th grade, I've been the same height. But mine also could have been a stunt in the growth because of the cancer that I had. I don't know what the statistics is on that, but it could be why I'm so short. And it didn't help that my dad could hold his arm out. My grandpa could walk underneath his arm and clear it by a foot.
My biological mother was only 4'9", 4'10", D.
So you get it. You understand.
Right. But my brother Michael is like 5'11". My brother Brian and I are both 5'9". My sister Diane's like 5'5", 5'6". My biological father wasn't maybe once again 5'10", 5'11", something like that. So Nicholas Hill still has time. You got time.
Well, it's like I pointed out to him, even on his grandma's side, her grandpa, and I think even her dad was pretty tall. I don't know how tall he was. But her grandfather, she used to talk about being like 6'2", 6'3". So we have height in our family.
You got that mutant gene, D. Mutant. You got that recessive gene that only pops up every 5 generations or something.
Well, probably every other generation, because like I said, all my aunts were all tall for women on my dad's side of the family. My grandfather was short. I think my dad used to say he was like 5'5". Like he was a short little guy.
Okay.
So we know where it comes from. don't know how to fix it. Let's just hope it skips Nicholas. And, I know that my nieces are all tall. My brother's kids are all tall. My niece on my little sister's side is tall. So
you have family reunions, you're there, but everybody's like, is Dee here? We can't see her. Where is she?
Yeah. I might as well stay seated. No reason for me to stand.
I'm down here, everyone. I'm down here. You have to ask them, how's the air up there?
Oh, so how's everything been and on your end, Mr. Ed?
Good, except for trivia. We got stupid trivia last night. It was bad. I'm at least partly to blame. And so that was bad. But other than that, episode's done for tomorrow. Unfound for the first time is going to the state of Connecticut. It's the first time 390 some disappearances. This is the first one that's in Connecticut. Wow. So, and we may be going to another state we've not yet visited next week, Massachusetts, maybe.
Oh, wow.
And I think after that, we will have gone to every state and the District of Columbia, but Hawaii. We have not yet covered a disappearance in Hawaii.
We need a disappearance in Hawaii. Although
I'm looking on it. I've been looking at them and trying to contact some people. No success yet, but I'm going to try to make it happen. We got to get all 50 states covered. We've been to Alaska a couple times, 3 times. We've been to maybe we haven't been to Rhode Island yet. Yeah, Rhode Island's another one. Yes. We haven't done one in Rhode Island yet either. But so trying to get all of the states in the union, and then we'll start thinking about the territories, Guam and Puerto Rico. Let's see if we can get them all here in 2026. So.
Yes, Lisa, you heard me correctly. I had cancer at the age of 17 and almost died. I was in a drug-induced coma for 31 days in ICU. So, yeah. My life has made a full circle.
Wow. I hear somebody calling.
Uh-huh. He can come to me if he wants me. And that was something I was telling her. I was like, I know on my side of the family, you need to watch a lot of things. Things that you need to watch. Possibility of cancer.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's sometimes good. I mean, I know it's helped me with finding out my biological family, other than finding me, and looking at being that my brothers and my sister are about 20 years older, in average 20 years older than I am. They can certainly help.
Yeah. Because I'm able to tell her, keep an eye on this, keep an eye on that, because, my sister, even though she's my half sister, has cancer. My little sister had cancer. Our grandfather on my dad's side died of cancer. So it's like, it's all the way through both sides of the family on my mom and dad's side. My uncle had a rare bone cancer that kept coming up in his elbow that finally killed him.
That is weird, Dee. Cancer runs in my family too. Kinda. So my parents both died of it. Brother Brian had it, but Sister Diane has had some little skin cancer things taken off her skin. And then Brother Michael's been fine, but it's in there somewhere. It's all a big crapshoot.
I was reading what Lisa was saying. She said something about her boyfriend from 1991 to 2000 died of cancer at the age of 31. He had bone cancer in high school, and then it came back at 39. Yeah, that's kind of like my uncle's.
Mm-hmm. I see what Lisa posted. Do we get the answer trivia or just Ed? We haven't really done any trivia yet, Lisa, and that's fine. This is Dee's show. She wants to talk about the spectacular story in her life. I'm more than willing to listen to it. I'm fine with that.
It sounds like Lisa's rushing us. We'll go ahead and do some trivia.
Yes, Lisa's so pushy. Lisa in the cult jam, so pushy.
Ed doesn't want to lose again. Have you figured that out?
I got my butt kicked last Thursday, and then last night in regular trivia, that was a disaster. Once again, at least partly my fault. And so, yeah, we'll do a little, we got I got about 23 minutes before I have to go. So, yeah, let's see what we want to talk about here.
All right. So we're still on the Mmip.
Okay.
But I lost the rest of the list. Or the other list. So which 14-year-old Navajo girl vanished from Shiprock in 2016?
We did this before.
Did we do this?
Do
you remember the name? No. Okay. Well, let's see here. We'll go ahead and start 20. Which Navajo?
If this is if this is to not just challenge me, but spread the word about these missing people, we should get new ones every week. D.
Oh, I thought I had new ones.
Okay.
Okay. No, I know what I was going to do. I was going to go from 17 down. Which 5-year-old Cherokee girl vanished from Texas in 2016?
Mm-mm. Don't know.
Kayla, Kayla, Gomez, I'm going to spell it as Orozco.
Orozco.
To me, both of those sound Hispanic, but they're saying she's Cherokee.
Okay.
She disappeared from a church in Texas. Her body was later found, and family was convicted of her case, raising awareness for Indigenous women and victims.
Her family did it?
It says a family member was convicted of raising awareness for Indigenous children and victims. So, I guess because how I wrote it out, and like I said, I asked Death for help. So forgive us. Which Indigenous woman disappeared in 2019 from a Yakama reserve? Yakama reserve, and is still missing.
Don't know. Yakima, Washington? Is that what it was? Yakima?
Yes, Yakima.
Okay.
Her name is Daisy Tallchi. She disappeared, and it remains unsolved with limited updates from the investigators.
No particulars on what happened there, Dee?
No.
Just asking.
That's all I have, because I did do a little bit of case info, so that way I had it just in case. But I don't have anything other than, she disappeared.
Let's see if she is on the Charlie Project just to see. She is not. We got Chief Stallion Johnson and Elias Chief Culps.
Not a tall chief, huh?
Chief Stallion Johnson. I don't even want to know. That sounds like a porn name. Wow. What?
Yes, Ed wins. Ed's itching to win.
We're all mostly adults here.
I know, but me and I looked over and saw Ed's itching to win from Lisa. At the same time you said that, and I just started dying. I was like, okay.
Uh-huh. It's a real missing guy. Not much information on him. Chief Stallion Johnson. San Jacinto, California, 2021. Not much on his disappearance. Let me see. Paula, we'll see. Did you say Paula Tall Chief?
Daisy Tall Chief.
Daisy Tall. Paula Tall Chief is a leader in the Native American community.
Yes.
Not seeing her at all. Daisy Tall Chief.
I wonder where he pulled that from. Nah, I'm going to be nosy. See, this is whenever he should never stick it to just me doing it.
Huh. Just said that's nothing about Daisy Tall Chief. I just tried to Google it. Daisy Tall Chief. Oh, Daisy.
I remember there was one that me and you both were looking for that we couldn't find anywhere. There's a Maria Tall Chief. And there's a dancer last name is Tall Chief. I type in missing.
Where did this happen?
It says Yakima Reserve.
Let's see. Nope.
I wonder if they have something over on this page. No, that's not what I was looking for.
There's a Maria Tall Chief, famed dancer.
Uh-huh. He must have found it from somewhere, knowing him.
Who was this? Who found this?
Death.
I don't know. You got to be careful. I will tell you this. You got to be careful these days because sometimes these lists are not real lists. There are people out there who are just generating stuff through AI, and it's not real. In fact, I have a book around here somewhere that's supposed to be a list of missing persons that I got off of Amazon, and at least half the disappearances in this book do not exist. There's like Mara Murray's in there, Cindy Anderson's in there, Brianna Maitland's in there. They were sprinkled in with a bunch of disappearances that there's write-ups in there. They look real, but once you start trying to find anything, Namus, wherever else, just never happened.
Never pops up. He might. Who knows how he found that name?
So you got to be careful. And in fact, even sometimes when I see on my Facebook feed, there's random follow this page or follow this or whatever. Some of those aren't real. It's just made up.
Well, see, I'm very, very leery of, unless I see that you're a friend on some of those pages, I won't even accept them.
No, I know.
I ain't got time for drama.
Nope.
I have enough drama wherever it comes to the Summer Wells case. I don't have time for any of the drama.
Right. Yep. So there's fake lists. I'm telling everybody, anybody's going to listen to this here and watching or whatever. There's a lot of fake missing persons lists out there. I mean, you don't know. I mean, when did that happen? Like last summer when I got that book, and I was driving myself nuts. I was going, I know how to find missing people, lists of them and everything. I'm going name after name after name. I thought I was losing my mind. And then I figured out, oh, this is fake. And then when I tried to look up the author of the book, the author doesn't exist.
Well, Ed, remember there was that one I was looking at that I was trying to find info on, and I was like, I can't find it on the Charlie Project. I can't find anything here. I can't find anything there. And it was driving me insane because I think other YouTubers had put stuff out on it. Even. Yeah. And then you were talking about it, and I was like, oh, wait a minute here. And something clicked. I either put in a different last name or switched the name around or something. And it worked. And I was like, oh, there's that person. That was who I was looking for. And you're like, I didn't even know look at it that way.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the books are, maybe it's this book. Hold on. This is the book right here. I'll show you. Uh-oh, I hear the train.
Yep. But I'm inside today.
Where's Johnny Cash when you need him? This is the book right here. This is the book that I got off of this. Vanished in the Northeast. Real stories of missing people. Actually, it should be called Some Real Stories.
Stories of missing people.
Yeah, this is it right here by Catherine Fletcher. Not real. I mean, there's Catherine Fletchers in the United States, but whoever put this book together is surely not named Catherine Fletcher. Sure. That's the book right here. You can see it right here.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I know a couple of years ago they were telling us not to put any missing flyer ads out on any of the like from our scanner pages because some of those were fake. And I'm like, that just makes it 10 times harder to put out, missing person cases. Mm-hmm. If they're putting them out in scanner pages as someone's missing and we're all out here going, well, we don't. PIs aren't finding anything on them. No one's finding anything. Are they really missing? Are they even a person?
Right.
Or was this game going around on scanner pages where it was, this child has been found in your area. Do you know who this child is? It'd be like 2 or 3-year-old. And I'm just like, for the longest time, those were running around on our scanner pages. There are lots of scams. You have to watch it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't get a lot, but, sometimes you get a request to cover this disappearance or, you just can't take for granted that whatever the people telling you are real.
Yeah, I have to interrupt this whole show. You did see that the young man was found. I'm so happy. The young man was found that was missing over in Chickasha. 12-year-old. And you should see some of the charges on those parents.
I just vaguely caught that, Dee.
I've heard about the charges. And they make me sick to my stomach. We'll just leave it there.
So he was found alive. Was he hiding or something?
He was hiding close to the home there in, I think they said Cushing, but I'm not for sure. I'd have to go re-listen. Close to the home in the woods. Mm-hmm. He had made himself a fort in the woods. And I guarantee you had carried, non-perishable food items out there to it.
Okay.
He had already made up his mind. That's what he was going to do, is go live in the woods.
I can understand why.
So it makes me excited when we find one alive. And the group that found him was Cajun Navy, which was also involved in Sebastian Rogers' case. And I believe if they would have been left alone, they could have found him. If they were able to find this kid.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. All right, Dee. Yeah, I did once again, just on the periphery of my reading, did I see about it? I saw the headlines, whatever. That's probably about it.
Well, I know I sent a couple things over whenever it first took place to everybody. Yeah. I was circulating the flyers as much as possible. Okay, how about this one? Which 20-year-old Indigenous woman was found murdered in 2020 in Montana with her case or cause of death disputed by the family?
This sounds like a murder or death that was talked about when I did Jason Blair's show last year, but I'm not thinking of the name right now.
So, kind of weirds me out with the name. Her name is Selena. Not Afraid.
Selena Not Afraid.
Yes.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Crow native was found near the rest stop after being reported missing. Her family disputed the official cause of death and continues to demand answers.
Okay.
What info do I have on? Can I find on Miss Selena?
Because we did, Jason and I did talk about some Native American disappearances in Montana, but a couple of them were actual deaths where bodies were found, and cause of death is a question mark.
Well, that's always reassuring. The first thing that pops up is Reddit. So it's definitely a case.
Okay, maybe.
Being charged 5 years after disappearance of Selena Not Afraid, 2024. So maybe her family was right.
Would have to know way more than that. Way. You know, what's going on? What was going on?
What the argument was. But this is the news briefing on it. Let's see if I can hit play if it'll play it. And we can hear it real quick. That's if it'll play. I don't care. It's not going to play. Okay. All right. But yeah, it's a true case. So maybe it was just, maybe Daisy told Chief, maybe there's another name she used. Maybe a different first name, different last name. That one really concerns me.
Did you check NamUs?
For Daisy? No.
Yeah. All right, I'll do that. Daisy. We got Daisy Lopez Ramirez in Texas. We got Daisy DeLacy in Florida, Palm Beach, Florida. And then Daisy Marshall in Indiana.
I'm going to research more on that one. I need a new pen. I never know where the ink pen is.
For some reason, that's smelling fake. That smells to me like a case that was created from AI using information from other women with that name.
Possibility.
Because, like I said, the book, once I started getting a handle on, oh, yeah, some of these are fake, then you start to see the patterns of fakeness.
Let's check out this one. Which Navajo woman disappeared in 2015 after leaving a friend's home in New Mexico?
No. Don't know.
This, I can give you like a little bit of the case info. She vanished 2015 and 2022. Her boyfriend was charged with her murder, though her remains have never been found.
Huh.
Her name is Jamie Yazzie. Yazzie.
I've seen that one on. That one is real because I have seen that name on the Charlie Project. Yazzie, or what was it?
Yazzie.
Yes.
Like I said, that one I'm going to check into because most of these, you know what I mean?
Yes, Jane. Yep. I knew I'd seen it. Yes, Jamie Yazzie. Yes, Pinon, Arizona, is what it says here. Yazzie disappeared from Pinon, Arizona, on June 30th, 2019. In November 2021, her remains were found on the Hopi Reservation.
Well, see, all it says is the friend lived in New Mexico, so.
Yeah, I knew I'd seen it because of that a name like that, Yazzie. Yep. Yeah, resolved. It doesn't say necessarily that she was murdered, but it does say resolved on her page on the Charlie Project.
Well, this one says the remains are still missing, so.
Drugs? Get it together, people.
Huh?
Can I have your phone for a second?
For what?
for something I need to do. Someone come run drain your entire battery or something.
Hello, Nicholas.
He's already ran away. He grabbed my phone and ran.
That's what kids do.
Mm-hmm.
Or so I've been told.
Well, see, he has his gaming system, and he's been trying to figure out how to make rewards so he can get free stuff. So it's probably something to do with that, and I don't even want to get in the middle of it. Because I told him one day, I was like, just quit. Quit trying to figure out a way to do free stuff and go do something else.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my games are boring. So tomorrow he doesn't have school, so him and Grandma are going to run away together and
wow,
go get his hair cut. And it's about time. He's becoming the shaggy sheepdog. See, Aspen.
There's nothing wrong with that, D.
Well, Aspen used to have pretty curly hair. Now it's straight. I'm waiting for his hair to go straight.
So he has curly hair?
He has curly hair.
Okay.
And I'm always looking at him going, I wonder when your sisters went straight, Does she straighten hers on her own and it's still curly? Because, I mean, she had little ringlets whenever she'd get, we'd go somewhere. Everyone always played with her hair because it was so pretty. Mm-hmm. He has pretty hair too. But his are staying. And I'm like, is it different because you're male? I lost all my curl. I used to be curly as well. But it makes me ask questions.
When I first had my hair long, when this first all started and everything, it would get curly on the ends. It doesn't do that anymore.
It's still wavy.
It's wavy. It is wavy. Yes, it is wavy. But sometimes it would want to curl, like you've ever seen those like traditional Jewish men that have like the black hats with that thing. It would get like that sometimes. Like they have the hair that really curls on the sides. Uh-huh. That's what my hair would do. Like when it first got long in like 2020, 2021, but it doesn't do that now.
So which Navajo woman disappeared in 2020 after leaving her home in Farmington, New Mexico?
Don't know.
LAV. Anyone going to help Ed? Do we need to tell Ed he can use the internet? He can cheat this time?
I don't mind. No, I don't mind.
LAVERDA.
Oh yeah, Laverta Sorrell.
Okay, so you said
you
didn't know.
That is not how I would describe her disappearance, though. She was with her husband, and he said he took her to her job and dropped her off.
After being picked up by her husband for work, her case remains one of the Navajo.
Allegedly, they went out. Was it some sort of anniversary or somebody's birthday or something? And then he says he dropped her off at work. And I don't know if I forget, was she going to get her own ride home or something like that? And that was that. I mean, almost certainly he killed her. That's my theory, my opinion. But the way you read it there, that is not how I would have described her disappearance at all. Yeah,
Okay.
Charlie Project says, I was last seen, dropped her off in an office. I was right. I remember these things, D. Yeah. Fort Defiance, Arizona on July 4th. Yeah, it was July 4th, 2002. She lived in Navajo, New Mexico, but was visiting the Navajo reservation in Fort Defiance that evening. She's never been heard from again. Yeah, of course, none of that happened. She was not dropped off at her work. The way I remember it, I don't even think there's any proof that they even went out that evening. And I forget what the motivation for that might have been. I would have to go back and check my notes. But yeah, Laverta Sorrell, I knew she got dropped off at work. It's been a while, 24 years now. Going to be 24 years.
Wow.
God. But Dee, I'm going to go. It's been an hour. It's been fun. Thank you
right.
for telling me about your newfound daughter.
Well, like I said, I was getting ready to start, the search, and I was giving her until this summer.
First. That's fantastic.
Do it first. And I'm like, yes, you knew where you, because I feel so amazing. I was like,
wow. And she's only an hour and a half away too.
Yeah.
That's great. That's a good time. We're going to want to hear all the stories when you two get together. And
I've been annoying her because like I have every baby picture that I've ever put on, like before, like back on MySpace and Facebook both, because I had friends who pulled them off. So I've been annoying her by sending her baby photos of herself. Look at that one. Look at that one.
Yeah, because she was just born in 2008, right around when Facebook was getting started.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. All right, Dee. Well, you have a nice night.
You too.
I'll be talking to you in Messenger.
All right. Later, Ed.
See ya.
Bye. Y'all, night. Thank you for being here. And hopefully we'll see each and every one of you next week. Have fun. Bye.